Heyo everybody, Haku here with my review for Tensei Shitara Slime Dataken episode 24, or bonus episode 1, and I think we have one more after this. So yeah, this one, I don't know, it's probably going to be pretty short. I feel like there's not a ton to talk about. Now, I really like the concept of this one. This one is going to be divided into sort of, I loved the lore that we got here. The lore here was so good. I really like the concepts, but at the same time the story of the episode itself was just kind of boring. But let's go through it part by part. So starting off, I love the art style of the opening scene, and the rest of the episode didn't really live up to that as much, I think, but the art style and animation of the opening scene was really good. But we start off with the Kingdom of Filtwood. Shizu's brought there to slay a demon. She meets up with this guy named Cougar, who I assume will be important because, important to Rimuru's story. Maybe Rimuru will meet him eventually, because why else even have him here in this prominent role? We learned that some hero named Orthos sealed a demon. The Silver Wings died trying to stop the revived demon, and that the demon's trying to recover their body that's down in the cellar, basement, whatever. The demon has no known name, and the heroes are trapped within this room because they might have demons within them. Now, Kuro ends up kind of being somebody who doesn't seem that bad, because Kuro shows up and is like, so you're killing anybody to get to the demon. So, I mean, if I kill people to get to my objective, then how am I any different than you? I could just slaughter all of you. But Shizu protects the soldiers and fights against him. Shizu's actually super powerful. We get a reveal with the mask that it probably will be some time travel-y BS. I'm not interested in time loop, time travel-y stuff. So I'm kind of sad that the series is going in that direction, but it's whatever. Then we get some deep lore introduced by a flashback of Leon Cromwell talking about the demon progenitors. We have Rouge, Blanc, and Noir, the demon progenitors, and it seems like even other demons sort of, well, I mean, obviously if they're the progenitors, they are somehow spawned or related to them, because the one that, what was the name? Orthos, the one that ends up being killed by Kuro, he was one of Rouge's. He was a member of, like, Red's progeny or whatever. But either way, we learned that the whole time Orthos was actually the demon himself, and the kingdom was planning to sacrifice the heroes, of course. Then I kind of come to the conclusion, they don't explicitly state it, I don't think, but we can kind of figure it out that, those two people we saw at the beginning that caused that guy to be summoned, they were probably the Silver Wings. So the guy brings up that he's an archdemon, and then bam, Kuro comes in, and because he mentions that the Silver Wings escaped, and that's why I was like, okay, the Silver Wings must have been the ones to summon Kuro. But either way, Orthos is an archdemon. He's taken his name from all the people that have kind of given him that name by holding him up as a hero who slayed the demon when he was actually just a demon faking it himself. But yeah, all of that works out. Shizu and Kuro go their separate ways, and I love that Kuro, watching on to Rimuru, is like so yandere Kuro, just obsessed with senpai Rimuru. And we get this little thing at the end where he's like, he'll come to be named by Rimuru and get the name Diablo. So I'm kind of okay with that. I like a bit when stories are like, hey, this is what happens, and now the story's going to be about why did he name him? How do we get to Rimuru naming him? It tells us the destination, and so the entire focus isn't on where it's leading, it's how and why did it lead to that. So I do like that concept. So I love the lore we got here with the demon progenitors and all that, and kind of how sort of it's like the difference between the race Sith and the, would you call it a religion really? The race Sith and the sort of religion or belief system Sith. We have sort of the race demons, and demon lords are kind of a different thing. Demon lords are just sort of the strongest monsters, I guess. But then again, what counts as a monster and what doesn't? because Leon Cromwell seemed kind of human, so I guess he's a human Demon Lord maybe. Same with Clayman. Clayman seems human, but maybe he isn't. But then again, we know a lot of the others aren't. Like, Milim is Dragonoid or Draconoid. Not sure if it was a G or a C, but I remember her saying that about herself. And what's-his-face? Carrion is a Beastman, and then... or a Lycan, whatever. And then, what was her name? Oh, Ramaris was a spirit, who's kind of a fairy in the Tensei Shitara Slime Dataken lore. So, yeah, I like that, how we have this sort of difference between actual demons that they use the word daemon or demon for, in Mao, or Demon Lord. So I like that we had this differentiation between them. But the story of the episode, I liked it. I like the characters. Kuro, to me, doesn't seem that bad. I like him. But yeah, the episode itself was just kind of whatever. I think the biggest thing for me is that scene where they're just standing around talking in the one room. Again, it all depends on how it's done. Because there's an episode of Hunter x Hunter that's just two characters talking to each other, and it is an intense, full episode. But for this, that scene where they're just all trapped in the room talking about the story that went on, and then moving into, oh, hey, what are you doing, Shizu? And just them all talking in this one little room took up, like, I don't know, like at least 12 to 15 minutes. And even leading into the Shizu fight, which takes place again, just them standing in that same room, and it's not broken apart, it's just all one big chunk. I think it was a little bit rough to get through because I'm like, oh my god, the same scene is still going on. And basically the same scene lasts for like 12 to 15 minutes. So maybe that was a bit rough. But yeah, I don't know, the pacing, the story of the episode was just a little bit boring. Either way, it wasn't bad. I would still give it 6 demon progenitors out of 10. I loved the lore. The story of the episode wasn't all that great. But yeah, it was just a meh okay episode. So yeah. And the animation was good, so I think that leads into me giving it a slightly above average score. 6 out of 10. Hope you enjoyed the video though. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this episode, what you thought of my thoughts on it. Subscribe for more Tensei Shitara Slime Dataken, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel or talk to you there. And if you want a link to our Discord server to talk to me or more of us on Discord about this series or anything else, then just ask and I can give you a link. That's it. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.